And away we go. Happy Wednesday? Are we at Wednesday already? It appears so. So where did... Okay. Hold on. Sorry, I'm catching up on some... Okay. I just need to check something. And... Hey, Xenocron, how you doing? How are you? We need to pour some tea. Or water, rather. Got some hot water today. I am booting up slow today. I don't know. Kids might have something. One of them had a fever yesterday. Yesterday was Arms Day. Like, whoa. That was so fun. Yeah, it went away very quick, which was surprising, actually. Like 4 hours later, she was like, boop, done. So I wonder if it was just the meds we gave her, or if she'd kicked it already. So we'll see. It could have been like a ear thing. But apparently what I thought was hot water was cold water. My mistake. So I have a thermos of cold water today. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. It's what it is. I didn't check. Java is being mean. Cold brew gone wrong? Yeah. What's up with... We have a serious delay over here. Throw a null at it. Yeah. And good morning. Welcome, everyone. Goodness, we have a lot of these little window things. I want like a sort. A sort would be lovely. Gotta kill off some of these real quick. Leptos looks fun. Okay. Some of these I'm just leaving until I get too many. Oh yeah, I recompiled a helix. I think. Let's double check. Oh. Yes, okay, so now we have helix installed via Rust and git checkout. He tried and then it said, tried to remove detached object and threw an exception. Threw an exception in your way. Wow. Oh, and you know what we should do? Just for a moment, let's go back to the previous one. Previous project. We should start using that, the previous one. Keep it kind of fresh in our mind. Get an install of that going. While we're doing that, we'll come right back here. I was looking at some of the other examples. I like the chat example. I have not run it. Maybe we should run it. But they're using the broadcast channel, MPMC channel, to be able to implement a chat, which is neat. Oh, that's not here though. That's not here. That was in the browser. This one. Yeah, they end up creating this channel. And it doesn't close. When I first saw this, I thought, oh my goodness, it's going to close as soon as you create it. But that does not happen for MPMC channels. So, you can get a receiver from the sender on these. Create a new service layer. They have these extensions so that you have the messages, the text, etc. I have dropped 0 frames so far this morning. But Twitch does say that I'm unstable. Unstable. It looks like it might be struggling a little. No frames dropped though. Usually when it's Starlinked, I'll see dropped frames, but I'm not seeing dropped frames. Oh, there it goes. Now it's dropping frames. We've dropped 26 frames in total. Not a lot. That, and I'm on probably the wrong Wi-Fi. I am on the wrong Wi-Fi. Because, for whatever reason, the OS X team decided to remove that ability to prioritize Wi-Fis over each other. And now I am forever in servitude to the Wi-Fi choosing system. Like, I don't want to have to choose. Just let me set a priority. All right. Seems maybe okay. And my phone? Oh, where is my phone? Video is a slideshow. Oh, I see that. Oh, you know why? Yep, that's the case. We should set up some max concurrency and leave some for for OBS. Well, it should get to linking here in a moment. That'll drop it down to a core. Yes. I'm surprised that the CPU is actually still so high. Windows Server. Google Chrome helper is at like... Wow. Is it, oh, there it is. I'm trying to start Natter again. Fascinating. Oh. And the power's not on. That could also be it. Let me make sure that this thing gets plugged in properly. We're back. All right. It's a little better. And plugging it in may have helped. Then, look at Windows Server here. Why is Windows Server so busy? Is that because I have the preview going? Let's see. If I disable the preview in OBS. Not a lot. Just be Chrome. This is a M1 Max. Good morning, Sock to Death. That now was on battery power. I know that it can do a little bit more. Otherwise, this here, I'm surprised. Well, am I really surprised that Chrome is chewing up CPU? Not really. Not really. Let's look at the task manager in Chrome. Find the offending. Wait, Twitch? Oh, Twitch. How could you, Twitch? Is it because... Wow, just having the video of myself sitting there consuming CPU. Anyhow. I'm going to reload that page. might help. Range. Okay, but OBS, I didn't realize that OBS was going to be such a hog. Because up on OBS it says it's using 16.8% CPU. Maybe that is 16.8% of the CPU, given how much CPU there is. Okay. I think I might change my settings for tomorrow. Yeah, we're on CBR right now. We're targeting 1.5 megabit per second for the stream. I think that... we're going to do one of those Indiana Jones swap the idle things. I'm going to kill OBS real quick, start it back up, change the setting, and run with it, because I think we're going to just lean more on GPU in OBS. And we're back. Okay. There we go. Now let's see. What are we at for CPU usage? Still, eh. Now, OBS, though, is quite a bit less. Okay. The thing you're maintaining has weird happens once errors, and some of our team have problems building the thing. You're thinking, Nix will solve this. Can you convince everyone that learning a functional language is worth it? Oh, that's a challenge. Yeah. Interesting now that we switched, the efficiency cores are no longer pegged. And top two there. Google Chrome helper is still a little high for my taste. Gonna quit Chrome for a moment. Alright, pretzel seems good. Look at that, Wes term. Tiny. Tori, fine. This is macOS. OS 10. Yep. Okay. Restore my previous session, please. Build in a container. Ooh, I don't know. I've seen that before, and it always seems slower in a container. What kind of a Mac? M1 Max. M1 Max. Okay, but we got the new build. That's good. Now let's start to build our thing. Okay, I think we're done with the live view. Create a new piece of our workspace. Here we have our workspace. We have a little experiment that we were looking at yesterday. Today we will start with the actual server. Cargo, new, bin. I'm going to be creative and call it server. You have an M1 Max, MacBook Pro 16, but you're mostly OS and hardware agnostic. Your desktop dual boots, Windows and Pop-OS. Oh, nice. Nice, Pink Floyd. Yeah, I like this because it's pretty much BSD with a pretty face. And I'm a BSD fan myself. Here we go. Add Tokyo. Features? No, no default features. Using some of those. Those little moments where I have to pause and think, not Vim, Helix. Those get me sometimes. Nix might be a good alternative, right? You could introduce it. Having a consistent work environment does add some value. Okay, let's try this again. What features do we want? Features. RT multi-thread. We don't want full. How about tracing? Let's start at the top. Do we want bytes? Probably. Want file system? I think we'll need file system. Macros. Net, yes. Oh, parking lot. Do we want to use parking lot instead of... We'll see if we get to that point. Sync. I think we need time to tell it to wait for so long, right? Because we will have ticks going through. Alright. Oh. I did that wrong. Features. Features. Let's start there. Yo. Main. Async function. Yep, there we go. Just running a small flake first that has a dev shell and introducing everyone via Nix develop. A slowly moving image building into Nix too. That's a great question, right? For a lot of the systems that I feel there's friction, it's when people start using like Docker, right? But they make a small change and it can't just instantaneously be updated because of the copying and the file system, basically wall. Does that happen with Nix? All right. So I've noticed this, and I keep trying to, well, delete this little line at the very end, but I think that's just saying that you have a new line here, but nothing on the next line. I don't know, what happens? I can't delete there. Fancy, okay. CPU is a lot lower now. Okay. And what are we going to do in here? We need to initialize tracing. Let's just make a big list. Thing. ECS. Web. And Bastion. Need to work on the highlighting in this theme. I do not like that I can't see what I'm highlighting there. This one's a little better, but still, it's a little gross. All right, but I want to start with basically demo first, right? I want this to always be something that can be run. Where do we start with that? Let's set up the tracing first, just to be somewhat consistent. What do we want to use for that? Tracing. We need tracing and tracing subscriber. Or go ahead, tracing. Taking its sweet time. Look at these features. Async await. I didn't see that in there. Let's go to their docs. Feature flags. Async await. This feature does not enable additional features. Okay. Hey, Zealand. Sorry, it's more of a Xylan, isn't it? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Okay. Tracing and tracing subscriber. Okay. So we're going back to Wisdom. Okay. So setting up the tracing, we want what? Oh, I killed that. Okay, let's go back one. We used this, goodness, over a year ago. I hope our memory is going to be with us on this. Info span, okay, in scope. I remember method documentation for details, I see. I think we ran into this once. Oh, I see. They can't remove it because no bump to 0.2 yet. Gotcha. Oh, that's interesting that your API is even your feature flags. So choose wisely. That's interesting. Okay. Using the macros, recording fields. Oh, I wonder if... Okay, interesting. Shorthand macros. Let's go back one. I just want to set it up. Format subscriber. Interesting that it didn't format. Why did that not format? Crunchy today. Oh. Back in the olden days. What was that? 42? 43? 1.43? When was it introduced? It was introduced in the autumn of 2019. November-ish. $39. Okay, not far off. It's my formatting. Still in love with the announcement title. The .await is over. Async functions are here. Okay. Cargo check. Oh, I wonder if the stream is going to get crunchy again. Yeah, we didn't import that. Looks like we still had room in those. Okay. Leave that up for a moment. Sing. Ah. Why didn't the LSP pick, like, start up here? That would be nice. I'm not sure. Not a lot in here. Maybe via the command line, but I'm not sure. I know we could set a global, cargo config to limit the number of cores it uses. We've done that before. Oh, there we go. Diagnostic picker. Boom, straight to it. Ooh, tracing level or tracing log level? And we got the format. Perfect. Okay. Let's bump the size up on this. Probably too much, but... And... Just... Oh, I can't tuck that over in that corner. This should be... I don't think we need scale filtering on that window because it should be... Oh, no, we do because... scale filtering. Lock. Okay. Sorry, I was fiddling with OBS. Okay. Just that way back over there. Now, let's see this run, cargo, run. Hello world. Perfect. Okay. So we have our tracing set up. It's not quite done. We'll also want an ECS, we'll want Bastion set up, and the web pieces. Now, okay, I'm thinking about source control. How do we manage source control? Do we just toss this into GitHub? Or do we have GitHub as a remote for the other repo? Ooh, I don't know on that one. Hey, JB Pratt, how are you? I am well. Hanging in there. I've got to give a demo in an hour, so... Luckily, Twitch, you know, I present every day on Twitch, so it's not a big lift, right? I do notice that when I go into presenting something, I am completely different, just because of all of the time spent with Twitch. I still get nervous around new people, though. Like when I switched gigs, still had some of those nerves. Mostly because of the wait. I think I get anxious because of the wait. But this is more of a sprint demo, so should be all good. Initialize. So we initialize the tracing. ECS. What sort of ECS are we going to use? And I want this up and running in an hour. What are we going to do with this? Oh, and thank you for the follows, everyone. And Devil's Poison Boy. McNeiliad. And Claw76, thank you for those follows. The specs, ECS is supposed to be good. I think that was the one that we were trying to use in the previous project, and it did work out really well. Have you heard anything about the Bevy one? I've seen this one being used outside of Bevy. I wonder how it differs. Do they have... Bevy ECS is Bevy's implementation of the ECS pattern. Unlike other Rust ECS implementations, which often require complex lifetimes, traits, builder patterns, or macros, Bevy ECS uses normal Rust data types for all of these concepts. Well, that is nice. I think the other one was as well, like the specs one. All right, all time 370,000 and recent 26,000. Oh, Bevy's got the usage. They both do. I don't know. Easy parallelism. That's nice. Yeah, here we have to impl the different types of storage, and I think this is what the Bevy ECS was kind of pointing at. Let's close this itty bitty little window. Okay. Entities. Systems. It does seem like it's less of a lift to use it. Imagine throwing shade at other projects in your README. Right. don't know that I really want to have to manage like what kind of storage it's using, and then have to be concerned with, are we using a vex storage, a bit storage, like what is it, right? We might get to the point where we need that. Apps often require unique resources, collections, renderers, audio servers, time, etc. No resource is a special kind of component that does not belong to any entity. As I remember setting these up in specs. And how did you do that in specs? You had to register it like with the world. They also had some sort of resource that you could register. But it was a little awkward. I remember it taking a while to figure out because we had some sort of... What was it we were storing? Oh, I don't remember now. It could have been time. It actually very well could have been time. Schedules consist of 0 or more stages, which run a set of systems according to some execution strategy. Bevy ECS provides a few built-in stage implementations, parallel or serial, but you can also implement your own. Like what else would you want? Interesting. Schedules run stages one by one. Okay. Let's try the Bevy one, just because we haven't used it before. Follow. Cargo, add. Bevy ECS. Trace. Ooh. Should we enable that? Documentation. Does not enable additional features. Modules. Okay. Oh, you know what? That might be at the wrong place. So how are we going to set this up? We need subscriber, the tracing stuff set up here, right? Because this is the main entry point. The ECS could very well be initialized in something that we call engine or world or whatever, right? Okay. I am going to undo what we just did. Right there. Okay, but we'll use the Bevy one, or at least that's the direction I'm leaning. And let's go with the web piece. To a Bastion child that's under supervision that supervises all the worlds. Or something in that direction. Yes. Well, now I'm wondering. All right, let's get a little whiteboard out. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Hey, Sprite. All right, there's our previous little thing. Let's work over here. Okay, so we have the kind of entry point, right? This is main. And then we have a couple different concerns, right? We have the web, right? Which needs to be able to send updates and, right? Because we're going to use live view. So we're constantly pushing data via live view, right? So we need some sort of nice way to be able to say, hey, this changed, you go do something, right? So there's obviously going to be something coming into this. Now, as you mentioned before, we need these different sort of supervision trees. Now, this could be inside of some sort of, you know, what do you call it? A bastion child, right? BC, right? So we have the outer BC there, which we'll highlight in this horrible green color. Now let's switch that up. This orange color. We have the bastion child. But then we also have these other things, right? So we have another bastion child, which would be some sort of ECS in here. And then we have ECS is basically the core of this, right? Per world or supervision trees per concern would be better. Yeah, because we might get into a world where we need to split the ECS for performance, but that could happen later too, right? We could definitely over-architect this, but we should make it playable first, right? Because if we only ever get 10 people, let's make it fun for 10 people. Karki, happy Wednesday, Karki. User and connection management. Yep. And so we're also going to have the web sending commands back over to the ECS so the user can do things, right? The ECS is pretty much the game board, the world, right? I know. Over-architect now. Make usable layers. Yep. Did that with one of your projects? Wait, you over-architected it? And now you have to completely rewrite it? or you didn't over-architect it, and now you have to completely rewrite it? So the world could consist of many ECSs. And... oh, you over-architected it. I see. But we could subdivide these, right? Have different zones. All sorts of things, right? So the ECSs here. ECSs. 20 different crates. Yeah. And I think it's fair to have multiple ECSs in this case. Right? Because you will have concerns which are distinct. For storage abstraction, runtime abstraction, protocol, client crate, actual binary cryptography. Wow. Wow. So beyond these two, at the moment, I don't have plans for much, right? I see that we want a world and we want something with an ECS in it. Something to where we can kind of work out the very basics and then extend. So what we're going to do is, what are we building? Oh, goodness. We are building what we call Rustretto's Tale, a Brew-tiful quest. It's basically just an MMO built in the style of MUDs. I don't know if you're an 80s child, but it's going to be a multi-user dungeon. We're going to use kind of modern technologies. So I guess terminals are modern technologies, but instead of requiring everybody to log in via some sort of terminal, we're going to use a web interface and make it look very terminal-ish. We will use live views so that the server can push data into the client, and so that the clients, these are little happy faces. Little happiness, yeah. It can also connect back to the server, right? I guess these are just... That's what I'm tending towards at the moment. And with trying to keep an eye on where we explore or experiment versus kind of architect. And I can see some of this being an experiment. Because we'll want, you know, that sort of like this stuff here, and if we can move this over a little bit, we will probably also have other elements, which would be, let's say, pathfinding. Pathfinding is always a big CPU drain, right? So we need pathfinding. We also need AI. And sorry, not like proper AI, but like NPC AI. Right, something has to drive the monsters and critters and all of that, right? Pathfinding some sort of AI for our mobs. What else? There's other pieces, right? Then there's also reporting, and then we also have some sort of data, right? What describes the world? Another pitch. Abuse the Telnet SSH protocol to enable true terminal stuff. If you abstract everything away with events, it should be totally possible. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, Glitch. Very coarse in the mud. And I absolutely understand that, but what Glitch is actually leaning towards is that we could actually improve upon this, right? So if we start fine-grained enough, you could actually have like a terminal interface, a web interface. You can have a 3D interface. Oh, hey, Fuzzy. Now, oh, this is Mango. Say hi, Mango. Mango doesn't like to chat. Hey, what's this? Where are you? Can you see this? What's this? No, Mango doesn't come into the office much. All right. She's a good mouser. So it really depends, right? If we ever go up past text-based UI, we would want something with more fidelity, right? But based on the systems I've done in the past, pathfinding was a bit of a drain. And if the world is large enough, it could still be a bit of a drain. It should be quick to calculate, but it can be nice. Sorry, getting comfortable in the chair. Uh-oh. Sorry, there's eyes staring at me. Just a moment. we're having technical issues with the printer. Huh. I see a face. It's yeah, try some other settings. Just go random on it. Just watch the time, because you might run out of time. Yeah.
We go now. Get coffee stick. Did Mom suggest we walk from?
All right. I don't know. The thing I like about having pathfinding separate is that there's other kind of concerns. Pathfinding could be a large amount of memory, depending on how it's implemented. Right. I mean, if you're doing just A star, right, you could improve upon A star, you could do path reduction A star, you could do all of these extra pieces on it. And while it's true that it wouldn't be a lot of data, it's true. Just thinking through it. Yeah, one node per room will be really fast. It's so true. I don't think so. No, I have background noise filtering. Or of artillery and offloaded onto a system with a lot of memory. Oh, glitch. It's true. Right, and the network hop might actually take longer than the calculation itself. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, yep. Well, that's something that we'll have to think about. Because that could exist anywhere. Oh, exciting. Okay, but for today, we're going to focus on this piece over here. Right, and maybe a little bit of this piece. And let's get the web piece, and we'll need to figure out our mechanisms for communicating with the web. So that might be its own crate. Those messages. Okay. How do we start the web? Web, start, done. Okay. I don't know what it's going to be, but that's a good start. Let's create another. There we go, new lib. We will call it web. Did we also create world? Build your supervisor structure so you can spawn off into Bastion. Yes, I agree. So part of server, cargo add Bastion. Okay. Oh, do we need Tokyo runtime? Oh, I see. Let's go look at the docs for Bastion. Fault tolerant runtime for Rust applications. Numa aware. Okay. Asynchronous program boundaries with Fort. Okay. So here we have distributed. Actually, with dispatch message orient, oh, dynamic dispatch oriented message system. So we could have a message and an answer. This system allows generic communication between mailboxes. All message communication relies on at most once delivery guarantees. Messages are not guaranteed to be ordered. All messages order is casual. Okay. We're 64, right? We only have so much RAM. And part of the purpose of all of this is to learn Rust, learn these different libraries, get comfortable with all of this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm an Erlang fanboy. I have to admit. I like Erlang, but not as much as Rust. So, and to me, this system here and what it describes, it seems really nice. I am wondering about how you use it, whether or not it can be used with basically async await. I would assume so. Yeah, it's a future. So an answer is a future. Okay. And when we send something, okay, Bastion context. So yeah, this is an async function as well. Okay, so yeah, it's all asynced up. Who's on Pivot? Thank you for that follow. Oh, I like this. I like this message thing. So we might use Bastion message to communicate between these systems, right? Right. That might be these pieces here. At the red here. You can send me a zip with a source of your Twitch. Oh, sure. It'd be interesting to see how you ended up using it. But just to talk through the process. Here, copy link. Grab that over here. All right. Now I'm probably going to look at that after work today. Okay, so we got that. And coming back here, using those messages in the mailboxes seems like a useful thing. I wonder how they implement that. What are they using behind the scenes? So when you call receive, what's it doing? Self-state pop message. Okay. Then pending. Bastion children with exec. Okay. And so we'll have to figure out how to manage the the web pieces with Bastion. The source isn't public, just because it's not that pretty. There's some horrible one-liners in there. That's a fair warning. All right, point taken. Okay. But this is looking promising. So we can have supervisors. We could start up the web portion as a supervisor, and then it has a number of children. Then we can send messages to the children of those supervisors. Okay. So let's add Bastion. Oh, hold on. What about here? Okay, modules. This one is just looking for feature flags that we need to enable. Adding Bastion there. Cargo check. Yeah, crossbeam channel. No, futures channel, crossbeam Q.
T. What are you doing?
Anyhow, all right, so let's look at... Oh, and why is it not ignoring the target stuff? Is it because we don't have a git ignore in there? There's no edit? Oh, how do you do that in Helix? Open? I just want a new file. Oh, it creates a new scratch buffer. Okay. New. Fine. I know where I wrote that to. It's there. Oh, okay, Tokyo runtime. But you also need to annotate your main function with Tokyo main. Because Bastion itself doesn't start the Tokyo runtime. It uses the one you started. Perfect. Okay. RDP there. Okay. Oops, wrong one. There we go. A little bummed with the filtering. I'll have to figure that out. Well, let's figure it out now. They must be using like ripgrep or something like that. Is this not the right way to do that?
Mango, do you want to help? Yeah, Mango's just gonna stay in here with you for a bit.
Okay, thank you. Did they eventually add inlay hints to Helix? Oh, I don't know. Interesting. I'm not sure. I've used Helix for... This is my second day, or third day. File picker should have an option to display ignored files. Okay. So perhaps this is cached? There. Did I misspell target? I don't think I did. Our git ignore is missing. Come on, Helix. Helix. I don't know. Open issues. Did I name the file incorrectly? Git ignore. Should just be .git ignore. That looks fine. And if to double check this, if we do fd, oh, fd's not ignoring those either. Because it's not a git. I don't have. Okay, the problem is that git was set up for the wrong layer. Okay, so git init here, web.git, get rid of that one, server.git, world.git. Ta-da! Okay. That's what it was. That, and I think we should also ignore experiments. Although, that could be useful later. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Much better. Oh, and we need Bastion on world. Okay. So let's open web. Weblib. Not much in here. Perfect, right? Now, we want to be able to use supervision pieces of Bastion. And how do we use Bastion? We've never done this before. Let's see, features, message-based communication. Like the Bastion struct. Okay. Runtime fault tolerance. Completely asynchronous. Supervision system makes it easy to manage life cycles. Automatic member discovery, cluster formation, custom message passing between cluster members using zeroconf or not. Your launch. Okay. That is neat. Proactive IO system, which doesn't depend on anything other than futures. Let's take a peek at the Bastion struct. That might be enough here. Allowing access to the system's API to initialize it, start, stop, and kill it. Create new supervisors and top-level children groups. there's usually not much to like the OTP supervision trees. Right? They're fairly straightforward. I think all the heavy lifting for these things is behind the scenes. Reading the system's configuration, hide backtraces, interesting. Kids left the cat in here. I have to remember not to leave the cat in here. So we could init with a config, okay. If you build it with panic abort. I'd assume so. And is our Ferris not working? It's not working here. I know I've noticed that a couple of times. And we have a bug. Okay, so I wonder what we have in the config. Let's take a peek at config. Show backtraces. Like an application without it would. Okay. This is the default behavior. Hide backtraces. And that's it. That's all you get. So the alignment of a pointer. Okay. That's I wonder, do we want backtraces? Probably. Right? It's going to be a while before we need to optimize it to the point where backtraces are going to be a slow thing. Or slowing us down. Okay. Should we do this in a function? Big new dot. Oh, a lot of it is built with panic catch unwind. I see. Yep. We have our new Bastion config. I don't know. I don't like that name. Let you use so many unwraps in your bot. It felt so wrong, but you knew Bastion had it had your back. Oh wow. Oh, this is gonna feel like actually writing Erlang. Oh, that's so strange. Wow, okay. That's right, my mind is... It's going to take a while to get back to where it can wrap itself around that. Anyhow. So we're going to call it Bastion BS. BST. BST equals Bastion init with. We give it the config. Okay. I thought there was... K. Okay. Oh, nice. So we still get our configs. Oh wait. Space K. And how do I scroll that up and down? Space K. Page up, page down? No. Weird. Anyhow, what I wanted was at the top, so it takes the whole thing. Fine. I want to be a little explicit with this. Config new. Okay, just show backtraces. Oh, that was neat. Learning Helix. Okay. There we go. Oh, neat. Okay. Oh, at this point, do we ask Web to start with something? I think you had made a suggestion before. And what do we do here? Let's go to the docs. Brux, Bastion. Sociable Steve, thank you for that follow. And Raphael, thank you. Oh, we have to start it too. We did not start it. We did configure it. Okay, so we configure it, then we start it. Let's not miss that piece. It just doesn't return. Okay. Yeah. And we start. Oh, no, no. Bastion supervisor. So we create a new supervisor with strategy, one for all. Which I don't think we need to do for the web piece. It depends on whether or not they have some sort of shared data that we have to set up again. Supervisor equals a supervisor. Okay, so we could either create children this way, or we can start child groups later on. Oh, interesting. We can broadcast. Okay. Stop. Creating a new top level children group. Okay. Interesting. Why would you have a top level child group? Ending a defined number of elements with redundancy 4. All executing a similar. Oh, interesting. It's like a pool. Pool of children. Okay. Interesting. So you receive a message, you handle the work. Got it, got it. See, there's our Pathfinder right there. Yes, they aren't drawing their power from infinitely long process chains. I don't know why. I mean, it's obviously the better choice. And getting a list of references to its elements. Tell anonymously, okay. Ask anonymous. Oh, interesting. This is a pretty good little readme. Okay. Init initializes the system. We did init with. Okay, and there's also a start down here. Oh, and a spawn. Did we see a spawn? It's creates new children. Oh, that grammar. Oh, I hate that grammar. Creates a new children. Oof, which will have the given closure as action. Okay. Oh, okay. So you can just spawn a closure as a child. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Distributed. Cluster config. Artillery. I do want to try that, right? Like, that could be fun. Even if it's on the same machine. That could be fun. Broadcast, okay. All the root level supervisors and their supervised children and supervisors, etc. Okay. Yeah, what's up? What? You want to go up there? No, you may not go up there. Yeah, looking all cute's not going to help. Ah, the cat's in the printer cabinet. My marmalade, how you doing? Okay, start. We're calling start. Kill. No, block until stopped. Ooh. Okay, let's go back up to their little example. I imagine this is going to be the piece that holds the process open. Okay, web start, await. I remember what the comment the line is. Comment. Control C. Of course. Control C. Oh. Erlang. Destroy one of my processes and I will only grow stronger. Alexa, I drew my eldritch power from all my process. accurate? Yeah. I think it's funny either way. All right. Oh, those are great. Those are great. Okay. Well, let's. Does this actually run? First off, let's do that. Oh, look at that. Got our tracing going. Wow. Boy, do we. Back traces show. Okay. Well, that runs. I don't remember seeing the little hello world in here, but it might be in here. Hello, matches nothing. Fine. Okay. Now, how do we get... Let's say... Oh, we want like an ENV tracer or something, right? For this. Oh, you know what? Oh, maybe the search is case sensitive. What is there? Hello world. All right, but it's time for me to go give a demo, so I gotta run. Software and game development. We have sequel to Rust. Soding, Madman. Rust Bevy. That does sound interesting. EYPOX. We're gonna raid Diepox. Oh, it's in German. Oh, Gessel. I know a bunch of you are probably okay with that. Not everyone. We're gonna raid Soding. Well, thank you everyone, and we will work on our supervision trees and getting the web piece set up. And I think tomorrow we need to get the web piece initialized, but hooked into Bastion, right? So I want those web children to be like part of the supervision tree. All right, y'all. Till next time. Bye-bye.